One thing I don't like about the younger people, this generation, they not patient. It's like it's almost like I don't hate the younger people, but I don't like the mentality that they have. Like, and I'm specifically speaking to younger people from teens, 20s, 30s, that on down. I'm not even talking about, I mean, you got people in every age that is not patient, don't get me wrong. But I'm talking about in this modern day age, it's a lot of it now. But what young people, y'all got to realize, man, the younger generation in their 20s, if you come across this video for the first time and you watching this and it resonates with you and you feel that you one of these, then this video was for you. I don't like the younger people in this generation because they are not patient. That's what I'm gonna name it. They not. You can tell when you like if you're dealing with any type of electronic device and you don't know how to use it. Some of them will look at you like you're crazy. Some of them will just show you, uh, just go through it one time, step by step, and them motherfuckers expect for you to get that shit right away. I'm coming. I'm coming. I was talking to somebody. I want to do this video. And when you're trying to get shit done, you got to realize the younger generation. You got to realize this shit. Like me, I came up in the 70s. Like in the early 70s. And the people that came up in the 40s and 50s, there's still a lot of them are still living today. You got to realize in our generation, in their generation, I'm 51 now. You got to realize that from my age and on up, 65 and older, probably to about 80 something, you got to realize, man, those people didn't have this type of technology that they got now. We didn't have the shit. If we would have had it back then, it would have been different. But we got to realize, you got to realize, younger, we living in a different generation now. We not living in. You got to realize that we from a lot of the older people is from the older damn generation. So you got to have some motherfucking patience, man. You can't just walk up and just expect for somebody to get something and just take something. Because a lot of the older generation some of them don't even mess with stuff like that. So you got to be a little bit more patient with them. So y'all need to learn some goddamn patience. I might have to come back and finish this video because I got a lot of shit to say. I don't want to. I want to make sure my family's good, and I don't want no kind of neglect or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? But this here, I feel like I wanted some couple of hours ago. I was thinking about it. It just had been on my mind, and this topic had been on my mind. Something just say, well, you got the YouTube, and you can put information out or whatever. Say what's on your mind, and I'm gonna say what's on my mind. I can't. It's almost like I don't want to say the wrong word. It's like that shit makes me so fucking mad. Like, come on, you got to realize it ain't nobody gonna have it like you. We live in a different generation to where, like, man, you don't know how to work a remote or nothing like that. Motherfucker, we didn't have a goddamn remote when we was coming up. The reason you know how to use the remote because that shit is new. It's almost like somebody tomorrow in 2026 make up something of how to well, I'm making it to where people I'm gonna make these different type of computers that nobody knew about. You make those, let's say you make those computers and start doing them tomorrow. And around July, you give one to somebody that's 80 years old. I'm just making an example. You can't sit up there and have non-patient with that woman or that man because they're 80 or 70 years old. Motherfucker, you just made the computers back in February of this 2026. You can't expect for to send a give a device to a 80-year-old, 50 or 60 or 70-year-old and expect for them to have it like that, like you do. They don't know how to work the shit because it wasn't around, it didn't exist during their time. So they don't know. The only knowledge that they got was writing shit down. Was writing shit down on a piece of paper and looking on that damn board and writing that shit on with a chart. Today, you can pick up shit like this and you can put shit in the computer. You may know how to work that shit. Stop that bullshit. You got to learn how to have patience. You see what I'm saying? You can't walk around like that. That's some coward shit. Because one day you're gonna get old and they may have knowledge that they may upgrade this knowledge going into the next generation, knowledge that you don't even know. And then the younger generation come in and take it up and have a new different way of doing things. And then you may get old by 70 or 80 or 65 years old. You're like, oh, I don't know nothing about this yet. Now you'll see how the shit feel because you didn't have the damn patience that you needed when back in 2025. You see what I'm saying? Now in 2100 or 2088, now they come up with a different knowledge, and now you in your 80s. Now you see how this shit feel because they done create. I'm just making an example out of something. Now you see how the shit feel. Oh, I don't know. They redid YouTube. It's the same thing, but you got to go in different ways and stuff. What if they don't have patience with your motherfucking ass? You got to think about that. Whether you be a man or woman, what if they ain't got no patience with you? They don't know. You can't make somebody know something. Like if like I was sitting there with my phone, right, trying to put the MIE number into the thing to register the phone to be used, and I noticed that I'm not talking about nobody or nothing like that, but the shit really pissed me off. But I didn't say anything. I'm sitting there trying to slowly putting that shit in there, trying to get that shit in there. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty good at using the computer and setting it up and buying one and up, like registering it and putting your information in and shit like that. Creating, finding virus protections to protect. Well, this is an Apple. So these things here, they you don't need no virus protection for these. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying. The computer that my mother had, it was an HP. This was back in the day before we even got into the Apple and didn't know nothing about too much about no Apples at all. You see what I'm saying? So I lost my train of thought, but when you are working with computers and somebody that don't know versus oh yeah, this is what I want to say. Yeah, I noticed I was sitting there trying to put the MIE numbers in there and do all that shit, trying to put it in there. I was slowly doing trying to put my email in there. And I noticed that he grabbed the phone. He didn't grab the phone. He just said, let me get. He was like, in his mind, okay, he's taking too long. Let me help him put it in. Well, I can understand. Maybe you pushing for time or something like that, or the time be going. Maybe the brother just wanted to help me speed up. So I don't want to judge too fast. You see what I'm saying? The brother might have been wanting to say, let me help the man out since he was what I'm saying? So I don't want to make an assumption or make a judgment, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But y'all get what I'm talking. Look, man, I'm gonna have to come back, man. But I don't want to make a judgment and then be wrong at the same time. But we live in that generation. You can pick up the spirit where people are saying, hey, wait a minute, he's taking a little bit too long. The point is, I'm not fast enough like that. You see what I'm saying? Because I have to get used to that. Then I came up, I had a port. I'm not making no excuses. I'm learning every day, but I'm not making no excuses now. But I'm just saying, if something that I don't know right away, don't expect for somebody to everybody can grasp and catch things faster as some people can. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to come back, y'all. I see y'all later.
Yeah.